And
And
you
each
would
animal can
find this enjoyable.
be fun for a little bit. It's like those people that play competitive tag, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's always funny to think that, like, of all the dumb sports there are that are televised, like, each of them has an audience
Mm-hmm.
for some reason. Like, the first time I ever heard of those medieval times bullshits. You know, the ones, the restaurant?
Renaissance fairs.
No, it's like a actual, like, they just have, like, javelin fighting and shit.
Mm.
But it was like I don't know. I first saw it on fucking Cable Guy with Jim Carrey. I didn't think it was an actual thing, but it was an actual thing. Like a medieval themed restaurant thing. Where they just have like a fucking bunch of random shit.
If you like.
Hmm. But Renaissance is kind of funny too. But it's always the same people going to the Renaissance fairs. They just like travel around to go to Renaissance fairs, so I don't know. Like Trump rallies, half of the goddamn attendees are just like following him around. Super weird.
It's the same with 21 Pilots concerts.
Yeah. I just don't understand wanting to see the same fucking band on the same tour. Like
Uh,
I can understand seeing them like different tours because they got new music or whatever.
mm-hmm.
But like,
The same
fucking
tour does not make sense
yeah.
to me either. So, especially because it's not like shows are cheap. Depending.
They got $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call it, tell them they can't pay it back yet. Apparently, consumer debt's like at an all-time high.
Shocking.
Like trillions of dollars people have on credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense because like maybe you look at all like the fucking fancy cars people are driving around. Like a $50,000 car is $1,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And like half the cars that people drive are more than 50,000. So that's just and then they have two of them
Yeah.
for each fucking person in the goddamn relationship. So it's like $2,000 a month just going to fucking cars, man.
Yeah.
And they wonder why they don't got money. Like, I understand the appeal. I want to drive a fucking new car all the time too, but it's just like you can't go broke to fucking have Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
The used market's so bad right now. You might as well just buy a fucking Honda Civic or something. God damn. Fucking wall took forever.
Was that your first focus, was the wall?
Yeah, I did all the lights and I did the wall.
Hmm.
Did the cables that are on the wall.
I'm doing the 3 tracks first. What point did you stop playing this game, by the way?
This is the last one. I just started this one, I didn't finish it.
Hmm.
This one's a lot of fucking work.
Mm-hmm. Surprised we're at 20% already, though. I know that means that there is 5 times more to do, but 20% is not an insubstantial amount.
Yeah. Especially whenever we've just basically cleaned a wall and a track.
Yeah.
You still gotta fucking do all the ceiling, all the inner part. I don't think it's... I think it's kind of inflated.
No, the nice thing about this game is it tends to balance the really big levels by making most of its sections pretty lenient. It's like when you're doing the motorbike, you know, the fucking engine was a goddamn bitch, because it just would not finish. But on this
Yeah.
one, you're like 90% of the way done going down the track, and it finishes, and you're like, well, fuck yeah. I don't need to fucking sit there and scrub the damn thing with a toothbrush. If Bethesda re-released Oblivion, I guess if it questions better if they actually remastered Oblivion and the reviews were good, but it was Xbox exclusive, would you buy a Series X just to play it? Not immediately, of course. I know you're not that stupid.
I just play it on PC.
Sensible.
If I really had to, I have an Xbox One at my parents' house, I would just go get that, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, if it sucked ass playing on that.
Mm.
Cause I don't know, Bethesda's not gonna fucking optimize their game. It'll run like shit.
Yeah. I mean, Bethesda's never done like a real remaster.
Yeah, cause they never had to.
Yeah.
People just buy shit.
Because all they did was port Doom 1 and 2. I don't think anyone would accept a Doom 1 or 2 remaster, though. Because I think the, like, committed fans, the people who still play Doom 1 and 2, are so rabid that no one would accept a Doom remaster. Dishonored got a re-release, but that wasn't a remaster. Skyrim, of course, got a re-release.
18 different times.
See, people always bitch about Skyrim getting re-released so much, but they put it on like the next generation, which I think most people are okay with. There's a lot of games that moved from PS3 to 4. And then I think the biggest thing that people wigged out after that was the fact that it got put on the Switch, but there was a market for it, so who the fuck cares?
I care.
You care. Would
Yeah.
you want it to be ported for your fucking fridge?
I didn't want anybody else to have it.
You didn't want the plebs to have it?
Yeah.
It probably has the same loading times as the PS3 version, if that helps.
Probably has better loading times. The fucking PS3 was a goddamn rock.
Skyrim was just poorly optimized, and it still is. I think the PS3's hardware was fine. Except its network system, that was dog shit. I think PS3 was bad in the hardware sense. Or not the hardware, the software sense. Even though it moved to Blu-ray, which was good. But it was still better than the 360, though. Even though the 360 won that generation. I was listening to the guys on my podcast. One of them has been rewatching previous E3s, and he's in the era now of the 360 generation where Xbox was doing all of the good things and PlayStation was fucking living off of their hubris of the PS2 being the biggest thing ever. So they were just fucking everything up, left, right, and center. But the 360 used DVD. It was still using DVDs, and games had multiple discs. Which I feel like if you told like a kid today, I mean, first of all, the fact that games came on discs, that'd be foreign enough to them. But the fact that they came on multiple discs up until 2013 when GTA 5 came out, because I know for a fact that game came on multiple discs on the 360. Like, in just over 10 years ago, games were still coming out on multiple discs. They'd have a fucking stroke.
Most kids nowadays have never even goddamn used a disc.
And fucking Yahtzee, the game reviewer guy, he was saying on today's podcast he grew up playing on a Commodore 64 and playing Monkey Island 2. It was on 11 floppy disks. And like I have PS2 games that came on 2 discs, like Driver 2, Gran Turismo 2, Rebel Assault 2, weirdly enough. All sequels. Final Fantasy 7 I think came on 3 discs on the PlayStation 1. The PS2 didn't have a ton of games that came on multiple discs. The jump up to DVD was big at the time. So there wasn't a whole lot of multi-disc shit. I'm sure there wasn't fucking another Final Fantasy that did the same thing. Like I know that one of those Final Fantasy games requires that you have the fat PS2 because there's an HDD port. But PS3, as far as I know, has 0 multi-disc games. And the 360 is like, yeah, fucking Castlevania Lords of Shadow, GTA 5. Fucking Skyrim probably had multiple discs.
I think it did.
Now loading into Thieves Guild. Please switch to disc 2.
I think the DLC was on a separate disc too.
Yeah. Fucking it'd have to be. I'm sure you didn't watch the Xbox showcase for the Summer Game Fest, but did you see the new Xbox consoles that got announced? Obviously, it's not like a new generation or anything, but
No, I didn't.
so when this generation was starting and everyone was comparing the Series X to the PS5, everyone was like, "Well, the Series S is like a dog shit version of the Series X. It has like none of the fucking hardware capability. It has no disk drive.
Yeah, it's a fucking Google, whatever it was called.
Stadia.
Yeah, Stadia.
Um, and for PS5, it was, do you want the PS5 with or without the disc drive? And that is literally the only difference. It's like you can get one that's smaller because it doesn't have a disc drive, but it has all the exact same capabilities. Well, now the Series X is going to have that. They're making a beefed up version of the Series S that will be less dog shit, but they are also making an all digital Series X.
I think the Series X was kind of a bad move because, like, in the sense of just selling units, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
But now that basically every single kid is gonna get a fucking Series S for Christmas and shit like that, now developers have to kind of cater to the Series S.
I
And
mean,
it's just
yes
gonna
and
fucking
no. Like,
make shit suck.
are they going to though? Like, I think a large majority of games are optimized for PC now anyway.
I feel
Like,
like it'll play into it, or at least some. Just because
that's
kids are such a large market for the entertainment industry.
right. I mean,
Fucking YouTube is just targeting kids all the time.
hmm
Because they fucking watch all the ads.
I
Because they're
mean,
goddamn brain dead, apparently.
yeah. I mean, I've also noticed that if I have a like a live stream, like a VOD playing on my TV if I'm doing something down here, but I'm not like playing a game, I just have YouTube on. If I let an ad play, like even if it's like a 30-second ad, because I just like can't be bothered to grab the remote and I'm just using YouTube for background noise anyway, it will start giving me longer ads because it's like, oh, they aren't that like they aren't skipping the ads. Let's give them a longer ad so that we can get the longer ads going.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine that being accidental. That has to be like an actual feature.
Oh, I'm sure. Because they're probably thinking that you're away or you're at least going to watch the ads or some.
Right.
There's some way that you're not able to skip.
Right.
So they're going to
There's
get the
like,
ones that pay more.
mhm.
Yeah. I started doing that, but with surveys. So
Mhm.
every time a survey pops up on YouTube, I answer it. Doesn't matter what it is. I never click none of these apply or this doesn't apply to me or anything
Mhm.
like that. I always click something. And so like now 50% of the time it's surveys.
Mhm.
And Andrea was like, "Why do you always answer the surveys?" I was like, this is a strategic move here, okay? This is a skippable ad, basically.
Mhm.
I don't have to watch a goddamn single second of an ad. I just answer some dumbass question, maybe two, and then I get to watch my goddamn video.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Alora pays for fucking YouTube Premium, and anytime that we watch
Oh,
YouTube at my house, she always yells at me because I have ads. Like, I am not paying. That is fucking
no.
extortionate.
Yeah.
Like, would it be
She's
nice?
the reason
Yeah.
it's like that.
Yeah. Because there are people who cannot be bothered to deal with ads. Like,
It's part of the problem.
I'm not gonna pay for a convenience like that. And if she's not asleep right now, she's gonna text me and she's gonna be like, "Actually."
Yeah. It's actually a sound investment because of this. All the time I get back. But what about sticking it to the man?
Yeah.
You're just putting money in their pockets.
You ever seen that clip of that video, where this bitch, and I can't remember what content she was advertising. It could have been OnlyFans, I wouldn't be surprised, but it could have also just been like she was a Twitch streamer or some shit. But she was saying that if you can't afford to pay for your entertainment, then she didn't want. She was like referring to a specific person in her
Those
comments.
Pokemon.
Was it Pokimane?
Yeah,
God,
I'm sure.
I was just bitching about her to Alora earlier today. That bitch is so fucking fake. Like,
Yeah.
in 100 different ways. Like, she recently revealed that her streaming area is like on a movie set, or just like in a set space.
Hmm.
And she also said recently that I've been seeing this going around for days now, that she fired her YouTube editor because he told her that he kept jerking off to her videos. I was like, okay, so if that was true, which I really fucking doubt, who says that? And second of all, why are you telling people? And you know exactly why she would tell people.
Content.
Yeah. But like,
Probably fucking made a clickbait thing on YouTube.
yeah,
My fucking editor is jerking off to me.
yeah, fucking literally 0% chance that that shit's real.
And if it was real, they're not gonna fucking tell you about it.
Right.
They'd have to be really, really weird.
Right, because any weirdo that gets all the unedited shit straight to them is gonna want to keep that. Like, I'm gonna go compromise like my favorite fucking thing because I'm a goddamn weirdo. I'm gonna tell the person that I do this, and it's totally gonna be fine because she's gonna love me for it.
Yeah, she's gonna think I'm a hero for jerking it.
For cranking it.
To be honest, Pokimane, I crank my hog whenever I edit your videos. Puts me in the flow state.
Mm-hmm. That's how you get the best content.
She should be rewarding him at that point. He's got an eye for the sex appeal at that point. But if you're fucking jerking off to just a girl playing video games, I don't. Honestly,
because like fucking
you got some problems.
Yeah, because like also I don't understand the point of paying for OnlyFans anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you could get free porn from goddamn everywhere.
And I'm sure half the fucking OnlyFans girls are on the free porn
Sites.
sites too.
Yeah. Even if it's just like you could go watch them advertising their OnlyFans for like, watch a minute and a half clip, just put it on repeat, download it as a GIF. I don't fucking care. But you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Go to their Reddit. They post stuff on their Reddit, I bet. And like, I don't know who Amaranth is, but I know that she makes porn content and that she used to be on YouTube. So, same fucking shit. Because I'm not going to be the guy that says, hey, just go fucking talk to a real girl, because they probably wouldn't fare any better. But at the very least, get the free stuff, man. Stop supporting these bitches that are literally giving you nothing. It's like, you remember that story? This fucking creep donated like $10,000 to his favorite e-girl, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go on vacation with my boyfriend. Like, what'd you think was gonna happen? That she was gonna love you because you gave her 10 grand? I mean, probably. That's probably what he thought.
Yeah. They always have this fucking idea that, oh, if I have money, then some girl will come after me. But you gotta have like fuck you money for a girl to just throw that. And it's not gonna be like the best girl. She might be like good looking, but she ain't gonna be nice.
Right. And that's not like a real relationship, which is,
Yeah.
like, you're probably just seeking validation, but like, that will not fill the void in your heart.
People are weird. They're getting desperate nowadays.
Yeah. Well, and you and I have talked about tangentially related topics before, but like, the dating scene is so fucked. Because if you're a dude, you can't talk to anybody. Like, if you wanted to go talk to a girl, You can't talk to her while she's working, because then she's trapped there. If you're working, you can't talk to anybody. I mean, you don't work in retail, but say you like went to a show, like a fucking demonstration of your shit or whatever the fuck your boss does when he leaves town. And there was like a girl checking out your wares, just somebody from the public or something. You couldn't talk to her. You're working. That's not appropriate. You go to a bar, you talk to a girl. That's fucking harassment. You know. How
Yeah,
the
but
hell?
all rules are off if you're fucking attractive. It's
Right.
just average looking guys are always gonna have trouble.
Right.
And I don't think it's like every girl's getting ran through by the same 5 guys, but it's just like I don't know what you're supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
because I think there's more women in the United States than there is men at this point. It's very slim, but
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a very weird. I'm glad I don't gotta do that shit, because I just wouldn't find anybody. I wouldn't put forth the effort. I think too much about like what fucking relationships are and shit like that. Like I'm trying to goddamn gauge like I'm fucking Rain Man or something.
Mm-hmm.
All these
Well,
fucking variables in the relationship. Oh, I said this and they reacted like this, and it's not
yeah.
even.
See
I would just
the
die of anxiety probably.
when I think back on like conversations that I've had with girls I was talking to previously, um, I'm always so scared of like what they're thinking because it's a low confidence problem and I'm conscious of that. Because like I would be too unwilling to just assume that they liked me even if it was fucking obvious. Um, so you're having these fucking conversations and you're worried that you're fucking something up. But if somebody likes you, you don't typically have to worry about that unless you did something like really fucking stupid. But again, the self confidence tells you that everything you're doing is fucking stupid. But um, when then you get to like adulthood and it's not hard because you could just fucking like have a goddamn conversation. It's like you could just tell me how you feel, and then they do, and you're like, holy shit.
How's this wall dirty?
How is this wall so long?
Went so long staring at the ceiling, my virtual neck hurts.
my real life neck hurts. This game makes me achy. For no good reason.
Where the hell is that dirt? There it is. Gotta yell at it.
Tunnel wall. Got too many divisions. I thought I was closer than I really was. And so I cried about it.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Oi. If you got in bed tonight and you just farted, a real big fart, how would Andrea react? What would she say?
He gets mad at me whenever I fart on like fabric surfaces.
Does she say that the stink is gonna hold?
That's what she thinks, yeah.
Oh my god. Or this tells me I'm stinky.
Not wrong.
Mm.
Everywhere I look. Dirty.
I'd take $2,000 to fucking clean a subway station, though.
Yeah.
Because how long would it need to take for it to not be worth the dollars per hour?
Say 100 hours. $20 an hour is not bad.
Mm. I mean, I guess we'd have to divide it two ways. So 50 hours.
Yeah.
I swear to God, there's ambient sound effects on this level, and one of them sounds like a fucking dove, and I hate doves. I fucking hate them because they remind me of the fall, and I hate the atmosphere of the early fall, like fucking. I guess it's more like late summer than fall itself, because fall's like fucking October, November, but like August, worst month. August can get fucked.
You don't have like a ladder or anything?
There's a ladder.
How the hell did you grab it from all the way over there?
You don't need to be next to it. You just need to be looking at it. And it's the same with the stool and the scaffolding. And you can grab it from anywhere. I got magic hands. You didn't do the floor on your side, did you?
And do the train tracks now. Like that.
I was just curious because, like, the last time I looked over, your side looked goddamn pristine. I'm like, God, am I that fucking slow? And, like, I figured I was slower than you, but I didn't think I was that slow. Yeah. No, the tracks suck because you have to go over it, like, fucking 15 times.
Yeah. I was leaving it, so I was hoping that you were gonna do it.
I'll take care of your tracks if you take care of my ceiling.
Fuck that. The ceiling sucked ass over here.
Oh my
Took
god.
forever.
Well, fucking do your own tracks then.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
But I didn't say anything. I was hoping you were just gonna fucking,
Just do it.
yeah,
Think
just wander on over and get distracted.
Think I'll just give you a hand shandy for free, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Giggles to self. Yeah. Medicate me. Near, near.
I love this fucking service that's only accessible by ladder. Great.
Yeah, I mean, that is a lot of the levels have something similar to that. Can you think of anything worse than a chafing nutsack?
Sunburnt penis.
Yeah. Degloved.
Yeah, degloved penis.
Post-mortem.
I don't even know what that feels. That would feel like. Do you just like become a goddamn mannequin,
You
or is
mean
it
like
just like ripped off? Like,
you mean like if
goddamn.
you had not also been beheaded?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know, dude.
Fucking get your dick stuck in a goddamn cash machine or something. I don't know.
You remember when people used to die on Black Friday? When people would
Yeah.
get fucking trampled to death on
Trampled,
Black
yeah.
Friday? Could you imagine the person that fucking did that? Every time you fucking put some toast in your toaster, you'd be like, I killed somebody for this.
Every time you watch a show on your TV. I wonder how that guy's doing that. Fucking trampled to death.
I know, especially because, like, TVs last, like, 5 years. And you gotta get a
Yeah.
new TV. 5 years
And
from
the
now...
fucking Black Friday ones aren't ever good anymore either.
No, I mean, Black Friday deals are nothing like they used to be, so who the fuck cares? But, like, back in the day, when people were dying over Black Friday deals, I wonder what they thought when they left home that morning. I'm gonna get killed. Obviously. That
I'm gonna
didn't
get
cross-
this TV even if it kills me.
Ooh. That phrase never made much sense, because if it kills you, you probably don't have the thing. Na 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 na. Fuck the platform walls. I don't like it here. I don't know how you would fuck a wall. I didn't even fucking clean this
You
signal.
chisel a hole and then you get to work. You fuck a wall.
Make a glory hole that just doesn't go anywhere.
It's more of a glory cylinder.
What?
If it's a hole in a wall, it doesn't. Never mind.
How fucking hard up would you need to be to stick your dick in a hole in a bathroom wall? Or a hole in a wall in general, I guess.
Depends on how thick the wall is.
Damien's like, I got limits. At least you're sensible.
Yeah, I don't understand the appeal of a glory hole for either side of the fucking
I think
thing.
I think for both sides, there's a type of person that really likes the anonymous thing. Like it's for somebody. It's for people who are horny a lot more frequently than I am. Like, is fucking wanting to just fuck somebody you don't know and will never see again, for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, I was talking to Brian at work today. He's early 50s, mid 50s. He fucking grew out of the fucking concrete when Hy-Vee was made. But he was telling me that he used to work with this guy who got fired because he was fucking the floral manager in the floral cooler, and he was supposed to be stocking something, and that's why he got caught, because somebody fucking went in the cooler when he was in there. And damn, that's the way to go. You're gonna get fired from a fucking grocery store. Would it be because you're having?
Better be for fucking.
Be having sex in the fucking in the floral cooler. He was fucking the floral manager in there too. If you're gonna fuck the floral manager, do it in the floral cooler. Make sure that she's getting her job done.
Make sure she's scanning your shit out correctly.
Attach the scanner to your pee-pee and put a barcode on her vagina. Every time you make a pass, you go beep.
It's funny that like boomers and shit are so like pissed off about how like younger kids don't get married, and like how they like have more casual relationships than, or openly casual relationships than they did. But like they're like known for cheating. Like they're like the fucking generation that made cheating like the thing to do.
A thing. Yeah. Because I was like, the times where marriage was a choice, but they all did it by obligation of like the process. So it's like you could choose who you married, but they all got married because they felt like they needed to get married.
They all fucking hate their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, like every single fucking boomer claims they came up from the goddamn mud.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they're all the goddamn fucking underdog in their own story. But then they tell you, oh yeah, my inheritance, I bought my first house and started my business and fucking everything else in their life. They just refuse to die. Like Tony, I've told you about him a couple times, but he's only ever worked. Well, he was in the fucking Navy, and then he worked at a call center. It's like he's only had 3 jobs in his fucking life, and he's been at that place for like 40 some years. And he's totally convinced that he had it really hard, and he worked really, really hard to get where he is. But he had like 3 paid off homes within the span of like 15 years in the 80s. And he's just so convinced that like it was all his own hard work, and everybody else could do it today if they really, really tried and budgeted. Like, buy a home maybe, buy a second home maybe, but pay off 3 houses? No.
How many sections of ceiling are there over here? Is it just 2, like the rest of everything?
Yeah, it's split in the middle.
Duh. Garbage. Super extendo time. Hey, thanks. That's what I was about to do. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, dude, your fucking coworkers are tards.
Yeah, he loves to tell me that like age old. Oh, you get more conservative as you get older. He's like, I used to be a Democrat until I got my money, and then I realized that the government's taking it all away. Like, okay, well at least you're fucking transparent with it. It's all about money to you.
Um,
Like, fuck people.
it's like at least you have some brand of self-awareness,
Yeah.
even if it's fucking stupid. It's like I told you about my mom with her fucking we should make feminine hygiene products free argument. Well, I had to pay for them. You're
Yeah.
so retarded and so inconsiderate. That's so stupid. God, my own mom. Why am I even fucking surprised? How in the hell did I do that?
Yeah, parents are the worst. Like I've told you before that I grew up food stamps, Medicaid, Medicare, fucking WIC, SNAP, EBT, everything. Everything we could qualify for, we tried to get.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're all like, oh yeah, people are just mooching off the system. They shouldn't be, like, my mom wasn't supposed to be able to get, like, there was a whole thing. Because my mom was in college. She shouldn't have been able to get, like, food stamps and shit. Because you
Mm-hmm.
can't get it as a student, is what I remember. But then she just, like, lied.
Yeah.
And said she wasn't a student. And now she's like, oh yeah, they're scamming. They're scamming to get on food stamps. It's like, you did that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay whenever you need this fucking step up, but not anybody else. And they're always like that. The only fucking moral, like, abortion is their abortion. The only fucking moral welfare is their welfare. Like, the only time it's okay for someone to, like, take shit from the government is if you're wealthy or if you're them. And after that, it's never okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one in their right mind wants fraudulent welfare, like, welfare recipients. No one.
Mm-hmm.
But they always just, like, act like that's, like, the most common thing ever. Like, oh yeah, everybody on welfare is a goddamn, like, fucking fraud. Like, no. It's not how that works. But it's also, like, there's probably people who frauded Social Security. Should we just eliminate Social Security for them? Before they can even fucking get it?
That'd be nice.
They'd lose their mind.
Mm-hmm.
They would fucking storm the Capitol and all have heart attacks collectively.
On that fucking podcast earlier, the host, he's fucking dumb, but he's not stupid. He does not have very like intelligent political opinions, but they aren't like misguided at the very fucking least. But he was talking about gun control because at the time, the episodes I'm on came out in 2015. So there was a shooting at Penn Station. He lives in New York City. There was a shooting at Penn Station, and fucking like two people. I think one person died. Two people got hurt. And he was talking about gun control, and he was saying we should just get rid of every gun ever, and everyone should have swords. And if you're a cop, you gotta be like a sword master. But
In Britain. Come on.
he was he brought up the thing that we still hear about now, where somebody said that they should arm teachers. And he's like, that is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard. He's like, do you know how stupid I was in middle school? I can think of 3 teachers right now that would have shot me on sight.
I think there's a state. I think it's Texas that's doing it.
I'm not fucking surprised. It's goddamn Texas.
Yeah. I
the
think they
funny
were trying to do it here too, but only for I think they did pass it actually, but only
Christ.
for rural schools.
Mm. So the ones where they were probably carrying guns anyway, now it's just allowed.
Yeah. I think it was the ones that couldn't like afford school resource officers.
I
Not that
also
the fucking SROs are any better.
I also love that as a term. I love it
Yeah.
when something that doesn't need to have like a scientific name just gets one.
Yeah. Just
Also,
fucking make it police at the
yeah.
school.
Also related to that, a quick side note: when we get in seafood and it shows up on my pallets, the seafood will always be labeled with the common name and the scientific name. I'm like, why did we need this labeling convention for the fucking grocery store to sell salmon? Like, why is it that I need the scientific name of salmon on my box at my grocery store?
Probably just FDA bullshit.
Yeah, but still, like that's,
Because there's probably a bunch of different, like, overlapping names for fish sometimes.
I guess, Mr. Sensible. But,
But if someone's fucking allergic to, like, a fish, I don't think it's just like, oh yeah, fucking pescatilla salmon.
mm,
That one I'm allergic to, but not fucking pescatilla salmon.
mm-hmm.
I saw that the other day though. Apparently there's people that are allergic to fish that have like just like fish, but not like shrimp and crustaceans and shit.
Yeah,
They're like the opposite of like shellfish allergies.
mm-hmm.
I did not know that was even a thing.
I don't know, fucking allergies are weird to me as a concept anyway. Being
Yeah.
someone who's not allergic to anything, at least, besides like seasonal allergies. To me, seasonal allergies just make sense biologically. It's like,
Apparently there's a tick that's spreading in America that it makes you allergic to red meat.
really,
Yeah.
I,
Called the Lone Star tick. It just got into Nebraska last year.
hmm, I, I saw that the reason why we have such bad pollen problems is because there was, at a certain point in the history of the United States, the city planning boards all agreed that male trees were easier to upkeep, and that's why we get pollen, like, in massive chunks every spring.
Because we're getting fucking sperminated on.
Yeah. I'm not sure what line of logic led them to believe that male trees were easier to keep up, but I don't.
Those women, they got all these hormones and emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
Males are just easier. That's why I take it from behind. The amount of just like closeted gay men that were like killing other gay men for some reason
Yeah, I
in the
know.
history is just so
That's
weird.
fucking anytime that we go watch a fucking documentary at Rachel's house, um, it's always some shit like that. Like fucking, oh, he started fucking killing people because he like didn't want he wanted attention from dudes but couldn't handle the fact that he might be gay. Fucking what? Fucking also, my friend Andrew that used to work for me. I've talked to him so many times. I can just call him Andrew, but um, he expanded his dating search, and he's with somebody now. But when he first like expanded his dating search to include guys too, he was really worried that I wasn't gonna be supportive, and he was asking Alora if he should even tell me. I was like, dude, how fucking long have you known me? Why the hell would I care who the hell you date, who you like, how you like it? I don't give a fuck. People are people, and that's the way it be. When I was in middle school, I thought I hated gay people. Turns out I just hated Lance Culver a lot. I sat next to him in science, and he annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, he was bad.
And you had a worse experience than I did.
Yeah, he was very much a doesn't take no as an answer type of guy.
Which is, like, the worst fucking way to be.
Especially whenever you're gay. like, like women, they understand it a lot more, but like guys don't understand that that like I don't know. Just a very weird feeling. I guess it's just being on the other side of the stick, you know?
Right. Especially because it's not like you and I get hit on a lot.
Get this fucking thing out of here.
What? Are you yelling at my ladder?
Yeah.
Are you doing the floor now? Oh, fucking God forbid. I thought that was a safe space. I didn't think you were going to touch the floor this century. Oy, oy, oy. But yeah,
The
no,
whole
it's like...
feng shui
It's
broken.
like, have you ever needed to turn a girl down?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the hell did you turn down? Someone I know?
No. Well, Melissa Bustle. But
Does
I
that
think
count?
every single fucking guy had to turn her down.
Yeah.
But it was a girl at Walmart
Damn.
in Lincoln. She was ugly.
Oh. Rippy
She was
dippy.
really bad. I mean, I would have said no either way because I'm just not interested in other women. But
Yeah. You were taken when you worked at Walmart. But
I'm pretty sure she was like lesbian too, or at least bi, but like wanted to like find a guy. I'm just like, it's like I feel for you, but like I ain't that guy.
yeah, Amy.
Like just cause I'm nice to you doesn't mean I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. Oofda. The worst kind of jump to make. No, I've never had to do that. Get asked out. Alora says that, I mean, I was eyewitness to myself being flirted with one time, and it was terrifying. But Alora said I've been flirted with when we've been out places, like cashiers and shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna trust that a goddamn cashier's flirting with me. They're working.
Yeah.
And like, she's fucking standing right there. If people assume that my sister is my girlfriend in public, why would they assume that my girlfriend is not my girlfriend in public? So, I ain't gonna make the assumption that they flirting with me. And plus, there's zero consequence unless they actually do something.
After I talked to that Grace chick that you used to volunteer with, I realized that I'm just so bad at flirting. I was like, I'm never gonna flirt ever again.
Me too.
I'm just gonna be direct. I'm just gonna say I like you. I don't like you. There isn't gonna be hints because I'm just not good at it.
And like I just said earlier, it's like we're adults. Like, I'm not gonna play some fucking game. Which is exactly why when, like, the way that Alora and I started dating is, she was fucking beating around the bush for a little bit there, doing some dumb shit, and then I broke up with the girl I was with, and like the next day, I was like, did you know I was dating somebody this entire time? Here's my Snapchat. And she went, what? And then we went out that night. That's how that went. Because I ain't fucking around.
Oh man.
And I made sure to tell her on our first date, I say, I'm already married, but he knows I fuck around. Maintenance door frame. I don't even think she's listening anymore. I think she might be asleep. Poop. Poop, are you sleeping? I think she's doodling on an app. She sent me She doodled her profile picture in pixel art. I don't know how she
Wow.
can. I don't know how she can do that shit. Again, oh, nope, it's attack. It's like I would not want to just sit and doodle on my phone. I'll spend like a half hour when I wake up from my nap, like browsing Instagram, and I will be like, I am wasting my life. This is not what I want to be doing with my time. It's not like being productive to me is actually being productive, but at least it feels productive to me.
These oil stains have no business being here.
Tactile floor. Na, 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 na. The short extension, as you said when we started playing, is fucking essential.
Oh.
That's the default.
Yeah.
I use the long and the short a lot. Extra long on rare occasions. And stubby, I think I've switched to like twice so far. But I think we'd have to increase our charge for the subway to 3,000 so that we could pay our squeegeer.
Yeah, all this fucking water that we... They probably had drains somewhere.
I would fucking hope so. Wouldn't be very good civil engineering if there was zero drainage. What if somebody spills their Coke on the floor? Are you just gonna push it on the track and it's gonna sit there?
Your fucking 1.2 million gallon Coke.
I'm just saying, you gotta drain it somehow. You aren't gonna wipe up every spill.
I think you could drop a Coke anywhere. A singular Coke's not gonna affect anything.
Well, what is a singular Coke? Like a singular Coke atom? An atom of Coke?
I mean, I would say most people are probably gonna have like a 24 ounce, 22 ounce.
Okay, so fucking Joe Subaki is down here with his gallon of water. And he drops his gallon of water. You just gonna fucking let that sit there?
Yeah.
What
It'll evaporate.
Okay, this is a subway. You got Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe's taking a piss on everybody. What's the
Gonna
fucking...
evaporate. It's not gonna find it the nearest drain and just fucking live there.
No, it's gonna drain in the fucking drain.
I would love it. I would love for you to go to New York right now and fucking piss on the ground and tell me if it finds a drain.
I'm gonna tell
It's
you
not
what.
going to.
I'm gonna tell you one
It's
thing.
not going to.
Listen here, you bastard. I tell you what. I would look so normal if that was all I did in New York. Now that I'm fucking listening to that guy, the New York stereotypes are real. He's like, I had to use the fucking subway because the Pope was in town. In the subway, it's just piss. And he was talking about these homeless guys, and he's talking with his brothers on a couple of episodes, and they all know these same homeless guys. Like, oh, is that fucking Terry? Yeah, I know Terry. No, that's fucking... Insert other name here that I can't think of that's funny. But Joe said that he fucking broke up a fight between these two guys, and one of them was just completely soaked with piss. Like, head to toe, all piss. Throw him in the drain.
Piss.
Was that your first track?
My last track, actually.
Hmm.
Gotta fucking clean up this oil. The tunnel floor is done.
I didn't have any oil on my side. At the very least, none that I noticed. I'd be
Got a
sticking.
shit ton of oil.
I'd be sticking on yellow. And I'd just be scrubbing and dubbing. When Laura and I talked to Lindsay on Sunday, she had fucking rewatched half of Haikyuu since we had seen the movie a week before. My God. Get some help. Why is the tactile floor divided into 100 fucking pieces?
I don't even know why they bothered making it a movie. They could have just made it 4 episodes.
That's what I said. And fucking Lindsay and Laura are both like, no, I like it in movie format. Because then it's not getting broken up. And like, it's the fucking same fucking thing. You watch all 4 episodes in one sitting anyway.
Movies. Yeah. Any reason to go to the movies? Yeah. I don't know what the fascination with the movies is.
I feel like it's certainly not what it used to be. So
yeah,
it's hard to feel the fascination.
Someday I'll have a theater room in my house. That'll be the best. Oh my God.
Actual dream of yours?
Yeah. I had a rich friend growing up that had a theater room. And I thought it was the fucking coolest thing ever.
There's a theater room at the Overcamp house. But they never fucking knew how to use it. Like, they'd always have to fucking call their mom downstairs. And then she'd fuck something up, and then they'd have to call their brother-in-law. Because he's the one who actually has a brain.
That's the worst thing about setting technology up for people, is every single problem is your problem.
Mm-hmm.
And why people don't want to set shit up for other people.
Yeah.
I think that's anything really. Like, looking construction, mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Laura recently had me go through a couple of like career quizzes to see where my aptitudes are, as if I didn't already know that it's like be a fucking introvert, talk to nobody, sit in an office, and do math.
Accounting.
Yeah, that's what she said too. It's just like be Mark. Yeah, fucking sure. But there's always a bunch of questions about like, do you like helping people? No, I don't. I fucking hate people. They're all stupid. None of them deserve my help or my kindness. They're all lost causes, and I want them all to choke.
I kind of hate that, like, tech is the new thing to do, like, on social media and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, if you have no skills, go be in tech and you can be remote and make $2 million a year.
Being tech literate is like the language of every kid in the world. Every kid knows how to operate tech better than their parents do.
Yeah, but Gen Alpha is actually regressing, apparently. Like, they don't know how to, like, fucking type.
Yeah.
And shit, because they've just been on iPads.
Right.
They don't know how to like navigate a computer because they've just been on Chromebooks the entire time.
Mm.
But we'll see. I mean, they said the same thing about fucking Gen Z, but like we're at the very beginning of Gen Z, so
Yeah.
we don't really fit in with the rest of the later generations.
Yeah. Ugh.
Cause we have like nothing in common with a fucking 12-year-old.
Right. Mm. The fucking. I was trying to. One of my guys asked me about my tattoos, and I told him it was from Bioshock. He had no idea what that was. So I said, "Oh, it's a game." He said, "When did that come out?" I said, "Oh, fucking 2007." And he said, "Oh, the year I was born." And
Oh,
I went into fucking Catatonia. So
goddamn.
yeah, yeah, that was an oof.
I was playing goddamn Wii and my parents were having a goddamn mental breakdown.
And we were dealing with a fucking housing crisis, and he was being born.
Yeah. It's so weird to think about like the shit that we were doing in like 2008.
Mm-hmm. And it's
And
funny
our
how
parents were just fucking stressing.
it's oh fuck, my mom hasn't stopped stressing since fucking 2001.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's funny how we've lived through so many significant events while being blissfully unaware of them. I feel like there was a dead zone in significant events when we first gained consciousness. Like there was a lot of like pop culture relevant events that I couldn't give a fuck about. But like as far as world events go, I feel like 2015 to 2020 was pretty light
Yeah.
as far
Except for my
as
boy Harambe.
fucking Harambe. Yeah, see,
World
fucking
tragedy.
that's exactly what I mean. Pop culture was popping off, but world events were light.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Mark of a good president, gotta say.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Totally.
Oh man.
I would say that's probably the only significant thing that happened in that time period was Trump getting elected. I guess Brexit too, but
Yeah,
that doesn't really affect us as much.
right. That's yeah. Global politics. But yeah. I'm gonna have to stop here shortly. I'm gonna finish off this pillar and wherever the fuck this hanging. I guess I'll do the next pillar instead. Fucking my pre-order for Shadow of the Erd Tree. Bandai keeps doing the card test bullshit. Like, oh, we're doing the charge now. Oh, you can have your money back. We're doing the we're charging. Oh, we're done. Stop it! Just take the money. I paid for it already. I know what's happening. Just fucking take it. I both love and hate pre-orders that are like that, because if you pre-order something on Amazon, it does that, where it won't charge you until it like actually ships. So it's
Really,
like,
everything on Amazon.
well, and then you pre-order on like limited run, and you're charged right then. Which like, I have the money right now. Take the money right now. That's what I want. I'm buying it right now with my money. But sometimes on Amazon it's like, ooh, I can pre-order this, make sure I get it. But I don't lose my money right now. And they'll take it in a couple of months or whatever. But stop teasing me, Bandai. Stop it. I just want you to take my money.
Did you see X Defiant came out? I totally forgot about that game.
I didn't even know Dick Diddle about it. The channel that I get all my gaming news from was doing some coverage, but
I literally told you about it whenever it was first being showcased.
yeah, you probably did. And then I fucking dumped it.
And you told me about it like a month later after that.
Yeah, I do remember that event. Why did we care?
because it looked kind of good. In the
Oh
Now it
man.
looks really bad.
Yep. And that's why we just never look forward to anything. Especially if it's a fucking shooter.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, I'll wait till Atomfall is out before I fucking play that, because it kind of reminds me of Redfall. I don't think it's going to fall into the same trappings that Redfall did, of being a fucking live service that was publisher enforced. But, I don't know. Rebellion
Yeah.
hasn't proven themselves to be able to make an FPS, so...
It's always funny how these publishers make the worst decisions and then shut down the studio
Mm-hmm.
after their decisions
Yeah, you
fucking
know,
ruin the
fucking...
game.
Did you see what Phil Spencer said about shutting down Tango and, Arcane Austin?
No.
So at that Xbox showcase, that's the first time he said anything about it. And he just said, you know, this is the kind of time where we're thinking about the teams. Like, I can't even remember all the dumb shit that he said. But it was just, it was corporate speak, like it always fucking is. Like, it had nothing to fucking do with, why did you shut them down? What could they have done to be successful in your eyes? Because Tango made Hi-Fi Rush, a game with nearly, like, 100% positive reviews, unless people didn't like rhythm games, which, you know, you can't help that. Like, what would make a successful studio for you, Phil?
They're gonna make fucking Fortnite money.
And also, I don't understand the fans that are like, where's Elder Scrolls? Like, do you not understand why they did that? That was a fucking hiring gimmick. So you get people to join your fucking team. That's why there's so many Star Wars games that got announced, is because all these studios need people. And the only way they can get people is by saying, oh, we're working on a Star Wars project, which is not inherently a lie. Because they probably are
They're just gonna
eventually.
fucking cancel it.
Yeah. They just keep it in production until they meet whatever goal they currently have. And fucking consumers are all stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
You can't keep them from pre-ordering the new Assassin's Creed and then complaining about it when it doesn't fucking cure their cancer or end world hunger like they somehow think it will.
People just buy shit without even like looking into it at all and then get disappointed whenever it's not what they thought it was.
Right, it's like when...
Even though they did literally no fucking effort. They put no effort into fucking learning about what they're buying.
Mm-hmm. It's like when Stray came out, my coworker, she really wanted to play it because she knew it was the cute cat game. And then she played it and she's like, well, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, what the fuck did you think it was going to be? Did you look at a single trailer? No, I saw a cat. Yeah, it's a fucking cyberpunk adventure game. Like, what? Which, relatedly, Stray should not have won Best Indie Game that year, but the Game Awards are a fucking wash anyway. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's good for their own sake, like good for them, because they'll get a bunch of publicity from it. Well, they did when it happened, but it doesn't mean anything. The Game Awards are a sham. A sham. Okay, I really need to go to bed. I need to stop as soon as I finish this.
You're weak. The fuck is this? Okay. Wow.
I knew you would not stop.